Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture my trades as they play out live. I made a mistake. I thought I was recording this whole time, but I was not. Mispressed a couple buttons on my recorder, but haven't missed anything, so that's the good news here. But right now watching the mrna out of the opening gates here and wondering if this is a truly strong bounce or if this thing is going to want to pull back some more. And for those of you that are maybe new, when I say live, I mean this has not been recorded already, and now I'm coming back and talking about it. This is me recording myself, seeing the information for the very first time. So if you want raw thoughts, raw emotions, raw reactions, then you will get all that with the video. If you're looking for some sort of well-scripted video, a well-edited video, this will not be for you. But like I said, if you want the raw, inside, nitty-gritty look into what it's like to be a day trader, then this will be for you. 97, I like here as a potential short point, mrna flush point, 1 minute. So what you just heard there was typing in my chat room right there. So if you're not familiar, I do offer a chat room at the community. What's that low actually? 97.75 now. I like. Let me get that updated here. $97.75. Nice move to the upside now. And just keeps on working, so not looking like 97.50 is going to come into play. All right, well, I will go ahead and pause, and let's see what else I can find. All right, just made alert XPEV 41 flush point, meaning potential area to go short right there. Really just a question right now of is this truly a strong move up or not? Oh, wow. Another one that's actually caught my eye a little bit better. LI. Look at this move. Okay. All right. Let's see, what is that? Oh, a bunch of sellers at 30. Oh, got through them. Bring up that. mrna still kind of not doing much. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, watching mrna 99.25 as a potential scalping short point here. mrna new flush point, 1 minute. Just want to get that alerted. Okay. So again, watching 99. In fact, if it breaks down through 50, I'm going to get in at 99.40. See if we can get this thing to pull back at least to 99. Got those. Okay, good. Okay, 100 shares left. This VWAP's got me very nervous there. We'll see what it wants to do. Like I said, might be wanting to bounce off it. Yeah, I'm going to take 50 more shares off. And I'm just going to get out of the position. So $193, I'll take it. Still might come down, but that was definitely a situation where it's a very bullish context, so by no means was I looking for this thing to just, completely crash. And then when I saw it come down and then start to, bounce back upwards, thought for me, you know what, that's good enough. I mean, that trade lasted a whole, basically, well, let's see. That's a nice thing about my orders here. So I got in at 9:38, 9:38, got out at 9:40.37. So basically a 59-second trade. Let's just call it 1 minute. 1 minute, $193. I'm more than happy with that. I will take it. So let's see what else I can find. And for those people that are wondering, hey, Clay, how does your community work? There it was. I don't think I showed it on screen, but 99.25 new flush point. So congratulations to any members that took that trade. Yeah, they're doing very well on it. And yeah, in hindsight now, continuing to pull back some more, but that just was not what I was looking for. I was willing to give it a chance to happen. However, as soon as it started to bounce for me, that was enough for me to just want to get out given the context of things. But for those that maybe held a little bit while longer, then they're being rewarded nicely. Let's go back to LI here. And like I said, 193 bucks in 1 minute. I mean, seriously, where in the market can you make 193 bucks in 1 minute? That's crazy. So LI may be looking for a fake breakout here. Yeah, this one's not actually that. I mean, it's volatile, but not as much as what I would potentially like to see it. So I'm not totally discarding it, but it's not nearly as nice as I thought it. What's going on with PTON? P2N could be interesting up here around the 150 mark. I'm going to try for some short at, let's see, 155. Again, just looking for a scalp here on this one. Nothing major. Boeing, how's the overall market doing? Oh, LI still going. So clearly it was not a fake breakout. All right, well, let's try this. Try for some up there at 34.45. See if it wants to get up there. Or if it's just going to pull back. Let's see, what is that actually in the 5 minute? Yeah, I'm getting a little aggressive. 5 minutes suggests that 34.75 would be a better entry point. Oh, there goes BA. Boeing, nice breakout there. All right, let's go back to mRNA. What's going on with that one? Could be another short right there, but it's just the trend. The overall context has me nervous right now. So I'm just not going to take that. I could see it. I could see it, going down from here. So I wouldn't call anybody crazy for taking that. But for me, just the overall context of things has me, a little bit skeptical of that. That could change, though. If this thing just continues to go sideways for longer, then that would suggest that, all right, maybe there's not quite as much strength as there appears to be. But right now, for me at least, a little too soon in the pattern to be wanting to go short. What's going on with LI? Yeah, I do like 34.75-ish. If it can come into play, I don't know if it will. But all right, I'm going to go ahead and pause. Well, there the price does go down. So I was right, but here's the thing with trading. I can sit here and say, hey, I was right, but am I making any more money on it? Nope. So that's the thing. It's easy to talk as traders, right? It's easier to look at a chart and say, I think that could happen. But, and until you put your money where your mouth is, talk is cheap. And that's what happened to me there. Now, for me, like I said, in hindsight, sure, of course, I wish I would have taken it. But at that very moment in time, I just didn't feel comfortable with it. Clearly, I was wrong. I should have felt comfortable with it, but that's hindsight for you. But for anybody that did take that trade, as I was saying at the time, I wouldn't blame them. And hey, to call it as it is, they would have been right and I was wrong. But, trading is all about personal feel, personal risk tolerance, and it just didn't quite fit what I wanted to see. But for anybody that did take that trade, congratulations. All right, so watching, just submitted that to the chat room, 33.75 here on LI. Will it come into play? I don't know. Perhaps this is just some sort of new move to the upside, which as of right now, that seems to be the case. Who knows? Maybe the key trade will be a fake break of 34.25. Or again, Maybe this is actually a start of a much bigger move, which is why confirmation is important. Well, there it goes. So looking like 33.75, not going to be coming into play. So as of now, never mind. All right, I'm watching 33.75 here again. I didn't like it how fast that one candle turned around, but now to see the candle recovering back upwards, I do like it once again now that it's showing some signs of strength. So we'll see if that candle wants to come back down. Which it's kind of doing. So if 33.90 fails, I'm going to hop in at that point. Watching the level 2s. Looking like that seems to be the true area of strength. But as of now, okay, what is that low? 34. Well, let's see if it can get the break of 34.25 now. And then potentially come down to 34-ish. Step one, though, in this whole sequence has got to be getting up above 34.25. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. Have an order at 96.85 here. Picked up 500 shares. So let's see what this thing wants to do. We'll look to pick up some more at 97.25. Oh, might have missed my ad up there. Looks like I did. All right, it's pulling back here a little bit. And took me out there just $25. I missed my ad, and because I missed my ad, and I realize right now I would have been perfectly fine. In fact, it would have worked out fantastic. But according to that strategy I was using, there was, I don't know if it was a mistake. I just didn't get the ad that I wanted to at 97.25. Therefore, I had to, not freak out because I made the mistake, but I had to counterbalance and, maneuver within the strategy itself. And that maneuvering was just, I had to accept a lesser gain, which was $25. Again, I realize in hindsight, yeah, Clay, you would have been fine. In fact, you could have made that much more. You're right. That's why I'm super rich in hindsight. I mean, I'm richer than Jeff Bezos in my hindsight account. But as far as, like I said, the way that particular strategy was functioning, I had to maneuver, and I realized the maneuvering in this situation makes me look stupid, but I assure you there are plenty of other situations where if you don't maneuver the way you should, it can turn out not so good. So, I mean, it is what it is. Let's see, the market's been open 45 minutes. I'll see if there's maybe one more trade out there, but I mean, even if I'm done, $219 in 45 minutes, I'm not sure many places in the world where you can do that, but let me take a look around the market, see if there's maybe something else out there. All right, this is going to be my last trade if it even happens, but 34.24 looking very interesting from a breakout point at this angle. So, like I said, this will be my last trade if I take it, if it even shows, even if it looks like it's going to happen. Right now, it looks like there's a good chance it could be happening, but if it doesn't, then I'm going to move on with my day. But, I mean, this is such a... Now, I don't want to take it on this candle. If it breaks 34.25 on this candle, I'm not interested. Would like to see just a tad bit more consolidation. No, don't take it. Don't do it on this candle. How much time do we have left? All right, this candle. All right, there we go. And back down it goes. Okay, I will pause for now, but that's the idea right now, watching that 34.25. All right, well, you can see that the move has pulled back here, and it might come into play, but I'm not going to stay glued to my computer. I want to move on with my day. So market has been open 1 hour, and I'm going to call it good at 219. And I mean, you look at it, hey, I'll take $100 every 30 minutes. Again, I'm not quite sure of many other places in the world where you can make $100 for 30 minutes of your time. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, a little disappointed I didn't get a couple of those other trades that were looking like maybe taking shape, but it is what it is. Like I said, if the consolidation prize of being disappointed is $100 every 30 minutes, I'm not a greedy savage. I will definitely take it. Now, before I go real quick, if you are interested in getting access to these live alerts and such that you saw play out here, all you got to do is go to claytrader.com/team. And the way to approach that, the cost will use the $99 for 3 months. So not per month, but for 3 months. That breaks down to $8.25 per week. So the question just becomes, if I invest the $99 to gain access, do I believe the service can give me at least $8.25 per week of value? If you think it can give you at least $8.25 per week, you'll get a great return on your investment. So definitely consider joining that. And then as far as this live trade video is concerned, if you enjoy these live trade videos, if you want me to keep making them, a very time-efficient way, quick way to communicate that to me is just to hit that like button. Also, a simple comment such as, "Thanks, Clay." Just those 2 words, "Thanks, Clay." That goes a long way in communicating to me that you do enjoy these live trade videos. They're not the easiest to make when I'm trying to trade for myself, make alerts, talk to you, think through things. I mean, there's a lot going on. So they're not easy, but I'll continue to make them as long as I know that it's worth my time. And again, how can you tell me that it's worth my time? Hit that like button, leave a simple comment such as, "Thanks, Clay." That definitely goes a long way. And then also, I'd encourage you to check out the channel as a whole if you're new. A lot of other different content, lots of other live trade videos, and hopefully you like what you see enough to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But again, if you want to trade alongside me, other quality traders, get my morning watch list, get the alerts in real time like you saw here, then like I said, claytrader.com/team is where you want to go. So thank you for hanging out. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only 1 losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.